This is the part we have to make. I'm going to start by making a rectangular prism that's 1 inch wide in the front, and I get that from the 0.25 here, 0.25 here, and zero point 0.5 here to make one. So that's 1 inch. And then in the height, I'm going to go with the 0.375 and 0.375. Those are 3/8 each. So that'll be a total of 6/8 or 3/4. So I'm going to go 8 units of 0.125 across for width, and then 6 units of 0.125 up for height, and then I'm going to extrude this distance 0.625, which is 5/8 or 5 times 0.125. So 1 and then 3/4. So I'm going to start a part here. Make a sketch. I'm going to choose the XY plane, and the plane you choose here can determine how it's going to look at the end, how the part is going to look at the end. So we can talk about that later. But in terms of the width, this is going to be 8 times 0.125 tab, and the height is 6 times 0.125, 6/8 or 3/4. Right click OK, finish. Hit the little house to center it, extrude. I like to extrude inward, and I think we decided that that was 5/8 or 5 times 0.125. Okay, this is the rectangular prism that fully encloses the object in question that we're looking at, which is right here. The approach I'm going to use now is to make 2 sketches on the top face equal to the 2 areas here. So they're going to be 1/4 or 2 times 0.125 by the full depth of the part. Put those on each end and then extrude down a distance, let's see, 0.375. So let's do that. So this will be 1/4. Let's do that. So put the sketch on the top here. Project our geometry. Right click OK. And maybe make it a little bigger using the scroll wheel. We'll put a rectangle first here. Have it pop green in the corner. Come along here until it hits the other side, and then I just have one thing to put in, one unit or dimension to put in, and that's the one that's highlighted. That's going to be 2 times 0.125. Tab and enter. Right click OK, and let's do that again. Later we'll learn how to use a symmetric tool to flip that same thing over to the other side, but for now we'll do it the brute force way by just making another one. So again, this is 2 times 0.125. Tab over, enter, right click OK, finish the sketch, and we're going to extrude each of these in the other direction 3/8, which is 3 times 0.125. So this is what we have so far, and again where we're going is here, so it looks like I need to take a chunk out of the front here that is down 1/4, which are 2 times 0.125, and it's centered in the middle and takes up the full height. So let's see if we can do that now. And it's going to have a width of 0.5. Yep, it's the whole thing there. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. So we're going to click here. I'm going to project geometry so I can use those edges. Take my rectangle, make a coincident constraint here. When it pops green, come over, and you can see that, yeah, Inventor finds it for me in terms of the width, and it's kind of done all the work. So you can see that the width there is 0.5, which is what I want. The height is already 0.75, so in this case Inventor has kind of anticipated what I want to do, and so I'm just going to left click, right click, OK. Finish that sketch, and then I'm going to want to extrude inward a total of 1/4 of an inch, or 2 times 0.125. Let's do that, and we'll go the other way, and this will be 2 times 0.125, and that is our final piece. And if we go back to the assignment over here, we're told that the volume is 0.258 cubic inches. Let's see if we got that right. So right click, iProperties, Physical, Update, 0.258 and 0.258, so it looks like we got it right. So at this point you'll just want to save this with the correct name and then upload it to School Loop. And if we want to go ahead and make a sketch, I'm going to leave that up to you, and all you need to do is make it just like the assignment says. Just duplicate what is in the assignment. Thanks for watching.